Welcome to today's news update, covering the latest headlines from around the world. Stay tuned for major developments in global conflicts, space exploration, economic policies, and more. Let's get started. The United States has launched a large-scale airstrike campaign against the Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. This follows months of attacks on commercial and military vessels in the Red Sea by the Houthis, who have disrupted global trade and engaged in hostilities against the U.S. military. President Trump authorized the offensive after high-level security meetings, targeting Houthi radar systems, missile launch sites, and underground weapon storage facilities. In a statement, Trump declared that Houthi attacks on American vessels will not be tolerated and warned Iran against supporting the group, threatening overwhelming force if hostilities continue. SpaceX has successfully launched its Crew 10 mission to the International Space Station, bringing home 2 NASA astronauts stranded in space since June of last year. The mission lifted off from Kennedy Space Center aboard a Falcon 9 rocket, carrying a new crew to replace the outgoing astronauts. The launch had been delayed earlier this week due to a hydraulic ground system issue. Barry Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, initially scheduled for a 1-week stay, were left in orbit due to technical problems with Boeing's Starliner spacecraft. With the arrival of Crew 10, the handover process will begin before the returning astronauts make their long-awaited journey home. Russian forces have reportedly used a gas pipeline to launch an attack on Ukrainian troops in the Kursk region. According to Ukrainian military sources and Russian war bloggers, special forces infiltrated 15 kilometers through the pipeline before emerging behind Ukrainian positions near the town of Sudzha. Ukraine's military claims they detected the incursion in time and launched artillery strikes in response. Meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry asserts that its forces have captured multiple villages in the region. Ukraine has not officially confirmed these claims. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has confirmed that President Trump is proposing the elimination of federal income taxes for individuals earning less than $150,000 annually. Lutnick stated that the revenue loss would be offset by combating overseas tax evasion and implementing tariffs. With approximately 93% of American adults earning below the proposed tax exemption threshold, this plan could represent a significant shift in U.S. taxation policy. The proposal aligns with Trump's broader tax cut agenda, including his push to eliminate taxes on tips and Social Security. A Republican-backed $4.5 trillion tax cut package is currently awaiting a Senate vote on March 14th. A new study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences has found that microplastics are interfering with plant photosynthesis, potentially leading to reduced global crop yields. The study reviewed 157 cases and concluded that microplastics could decrease photosynthesis by up to 12%, leading to a 14% decline in yields for key crops like wheat, rice, and corn. Additionally, seafood production could see a 7% decline. While some scientists warn of severe ecological consequences, others argue that plants may adapt. The findings have renewed calls for a global treaty on plastic pollution, though negotiations remain stalled. President Trump has invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, citing an invasion by the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua as justification for expedited deportations. The administration has identified around 300 suspected gang members for detention, arguing they pose a serious threat to public safety. However, a federal judge has temporarily halted the deportation of 5 Venezuelans, sparking legal challenges to Trump's declaration. Critics argue that invoking wartime authority for immigration enforcement is an overreach, while supporters claim it is necessary for national security. Reports indicate that President Trump is considering a new travel ban that could impact citizens from 43 countries. According to the New York Times, the plan includes a red list of 11 countries, including Afghanistan and Iran, which would face complete travel bans. Another yellow list of 22 countries would be given 60 days to improve security measures or face similar restrictions. This proposal follows previous travel bans enacted during Trump's first term, which were met with legal challenges. Critics argue that the new measures could face similar opposition. A powerful storm system has left a trail of destruction across the United States, causing tornadoes, wildfires, and widespread damage. At least 17 people have been killed, with Missouri reporting the highest fatalities. In Oklahoma, over 130 wildfires have forced evacuations due to strong winds and dry conditions. The National Weather Service continues to warn of potential tornado outbreaks and extreme weather through the weekend. Authorities urge residents in affected areas to take precautions as the storm system moves eastward. ICE agents have arrested 214 illegal immigrants in Northern Virginia between March 4th and March 13th, targeting individuals with violent criminal backgrounds. Among those arrested were 3 MS-13 gang members and individuals convicted of crimes such as murder and child exploitation. Law enforcement officials stated that these operations enhance community safety by removing dangerous individuals from the streets. The Senate has overwhelmingly passed the Halt Fentanyl Act with an 84-16 vote, introducing harsher penalties for fentanyl traffickers. The legislation aims to curb the ongoing fentanyl crisis, which has been linked to thousands of overdose deaths in the U.S. Supporters argue that it provides law enforcement with critical tools to combat drug trafficking, while critics claim it mirrors failed policies from past drug wars and does not address addiction treatment. That's all for tonight's news update. Thank you for joining us. We'll continue to monitor these stories and bring you the latest developments. Stay safe, stay informed, and have a good night. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.